If you enjoy the Low Scale Gaming podcast, please leave us a like, review, and subscribe. Any feedback is welcomed, and I hope you enjoy the show. Hello, and welcome to the Low Scale Gaming podcast. I'm your host, Ghostlight's Finest, and as always, I join my Conan Jones and Inferior Mage. How y'all doing today?
I think Conan's been better.
Today's been a day and a half, man. We'll get into it in a second, but
It's been a week and a half. Dude, I cannot wait for spring break. Four more days.
Guess what I'm on right now?
I know, but I get a 10-day spring break. You get a 9-day. So, but...
Well, how does that work? How do you only get a 9-day?
I'm so ready for... Okay, so next Thursday is my first parent-teacher conference. And pretty much from what my work best friend told me is be prepared to sit up there for 5.5 hours watching Netflix. So I'm just like, okay, I mean, that's fine. I'm fine with that. A-okay with that. I'll have stuff like printed off, ready to go, just in case like somebody comes and talks with me. So for 5.5 hours, I'll just be sitting there twiddling my thumbs and making sure my brother's not getting bored outside of his mind. I want to bring my PlayStation, and put it on my projector, but I don't know if I could quite get away with that or not.
I mean, I had maybe 10 people come see me during parent-teacher conference my entire 3 years in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Because nobody comes to see the extracurricular guy, because it's like, or the ones that do come to see you are the ones that are like already got the 100 and are like, oh, your kid's awesome. Why do you even come to this?
Do you think that I could like, so since I have that other room for like percussion stuff, do you think I could set up my projector in there and my PlayStation in there?
Yeah, I'm sure you could.
You think I'll get in trouble for it?
That's another conversation. Like, I'm sure if your principal walked in and you had that set up, that would probably not be good. But
if your principal comes in,
but one of my trumpet players is the principal's kid.
I probably wouldn't do that if I were you.
All right, but how am I supposed to keep my brother entertained for 5.5 hours?
If you're bringing it for your brother, that's a different story than if you were in there playing it. You know what I mean?
Okay. So does that mean I can't go in there and play it?
I mean, I would be in there and watch him and stuff, but...
Did we put the watch with quotation marks just now?
Yeah, air quotes.
Okay.
You find yourself a dead part, like just a dead hour, just play.
Yeah. just making sure that we have the quotation marks there.
Yeah.
All right. Would it be worse if I like got on the school's Wi-Fi with it?
I just kind of assumed that was part of it.
Okay, cool. I'm glad we're on the same page.
So you're not getting on the school's Wi-Fi?
All right. Yeah, I'm totally doing this. Like, hey, my little brother, he's here playing Anthem.
Yeah. I couldn't leave him at home by himself, so he's here hanging out with me.
To be fair, that's a reasonable argument.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That I can't leave him there by himself or by himself, whatever.
No, that's fair. I'm just imagining the principal walking in and you're playing Anthem on your PS4.
All right.
And he's just like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I brought this for my brother."
I'm teaching him how to play. Okay.
I'm not playing it. And controller's clearly in your hand.
Yeah.
This is an illusion.
Even in my downtime, I'm still teaching. That's how dedicated I am.
Mm-hmm. I'm dedicated to this job.
Yeah.
Nah, I feel like if my, I don't know, if I could sit there for 5.5 hours to watch Netflix, I feel like there's no difference for me to sit there and play my game for 5.5 hours.
Yeah. I feel like
there
if you
isn't
can,
really. I mean, oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if you could pause it, that's probably the biggest deal. Like.
Yeah, I mean, I could pause it. I mean, if there's a parent in there, obviously I'm gonna cut it off.
Yeah, you're just hiding.
I'm not gonna be just like, hey, what's up? Can you hand me them Doritos over there?
Yeah, give me just a second. I'm almost done with this.
I'm almost done with this level. Give me a second. No, of course I'll like immediately get up and talk to the parent.
Hold on, I'm in the middle of a raid.
Yeah.
Hold on, we're almost done with this game of League of Legends.
Yeah, I can't.
Don't mind me cussing like a sailor in here, okay?
I can't pause it. Like, it's online.
It's an online game, Mom. I can't pause it.
Yeah.
Like, Mr. Ghost, we don't want you to come back next year anymore.
Yeah. Is it because I'm bad at Anthem? Like, is that what's going on? Like,
it's because I'm just Silver 4 in League of Legends.
yes, that's exactly why. Get good, scrub.
Okay, to give some good news on it, they've already asked if like I'm coming back next year, so I feel like that's a good thing.
Well, because they start the paperwork for that about this time of the year. Because
so I shouldn't feel good about it. Okay.
Well, I mean, that's just a normal question that they ask. That because if you know that you're not returning or you're finding a different job, they go ahead and put it on the job board and say, "Hey, we need to hire somebody for this, so it's done before the summer hits."
Yeah.
But
no, I like where I'm at, dude. I got a pretty good gig, man. I'll be completely honest.
That's good.
I'm glad you're liking it.
And I don't know if I told you all this. Oh, wait, yeah, I did. But I'll say it again anyways. I got approved to go to Heartland Music Festival, and, like, none of it is coming out of the band fund.
Yeah, I think
Granted, I only have, like, $40 in the band fund anyway. But I didn't think they were going to approve it. They approved it without me, like, even having to, like, come in and sell it to them. I printed off a bunch of paperwork for it, and they just signed off on it. They didn't I'm pretty sure he just looked at the price. He was like, where are you taking them? Oh, you're taking them to a music festival at Frontier City. That's nice. Approved.
Hey, man, that's a good problem to have.
Yeah. Now, if I could get them to be like, oh, hey, he's trying to get $2,000 worth of Timpanies.
Yeah.
Nope. Can't have that.
What set of
that might like what's a tamponi? Yeah.
What set of timpani did you find that was $2,000 for a set?
Yamahas.
Are they used?
No, they were threes. It was a 3-piece set. It wasn't the fourth one.
That's still like super cheap for a 3-piece.
Is it really?
Yeah.
All right. Yamaha.
Instruments are really expensive.
Yeah, I was shopping for stuff because I'm trying to get down and use what's in my budget before the end of the year, so I get my budget like continued over to next year.
Yeah.
And I have to use it or lose it kind of deal.
You got to use it all and then make the case for a bigger budget.
Yeah, and see, I don't think I need a bigger budget, but I'm used to running on scraps in Oklahoma. And now that I actually have a budget, they're like, why haven't you spent any money? And I'm just like, I've spent 3 times as much money as I've ever spent before. Like,
it's like, it's weird not being conservative with our money.
Yeah.
Jesus, a 5-piece of these, a professional set, $18,000, and that's 22% off.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
That's ridiculous still, though.
I did not know how expensive timpanis were.
That's why everybody, like the band director, always freaks out whenever the kids are leaning on it and putting stuff on top of them. And
yeah, now I understand.
Yeah, students have no perspective on that issue. Like, they're just like, oh, this is an instrument. I bang on it. Like, no, that instrument costs more than your life, kid.
Yeah.
There's a used set for $2,400 on eBay. It's a 5-piece.
Oh, if it's 24 though, and it's 5-piece, I would worry about the condition it's in.
It says good condition, but
it's also eBay, so then they're going to put it in FedEx and.
Yeah,
Can you imagine FedEx with a set of timpani?
They wouldn't know how to like roll them down either. They'll just kind of like huck them up to the school.
Oh yeah, like
they're just like, oh hey, here you go, like Olympic discus toss them to the front door. I'm just like, okay, cool, thanks guys.
Like, yeah, you have to buy me a new one.
Yeah. All right, but could you imagine like a FedEx Olympics where they just like huck a puck the heaviest things they have? Like it says fragile on there, so like the more like sound it makes whenever they drop it, the higher the score they get.
I feel like they do that already. Like,
all right, but they get counted for like how far they throw it, from where they throw it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'd watch it. I hope it's not my stuff they're shipping, but
it probably is.
I mean, let's be honest.
It's always your stuff that they're shipping. Like it's only Conan stuff that they throw. That's the Olympics. It's how far can they throw Conan stuff?
Sounds about right.
I just want to see if Conan let's see what's some dumb things Conan could order that they would deliver. What's the biggest crash cymbals you can order?
Oh God, honestly, I don't know, but
32s,
possibly.
And you can get probably something customized to be even bigger.
Okay, obviously, but like just like this, like the biggest standard size they have.
Yeah,
it's like 32s, I think.
Just do that.
Yeah, just see how like this looks like. They're like looking at it. They're like, They're like doing the pose for like the shot put thing with it.
Just do band Olympics with band.
Like, yeah, this could get some distance on it.
Yeah.
And they every FedEx employee is a professional discus thrower, Olympic caliber.
It's the prerequisite to get a job at FedEx.
See, that's the difference between FedEx and UPS. UPS is just like bottom of the barrel. These are the people that couldn't make it in the Special Olympics. Okay?
Ouch.
I probably shouldn't say that.
Might be frowned upon.
Might be frowned upon. All right. So, take that out. Okay, but the FedEx. Okay, there's a prerequisite of getting in the FedEx is you have to like show them your Olympic medals for shot put and discus throwing. They used to. I don't know. They still have like the hammer throws as well in the Olympics. You know what I'm talking about?
I haven't watched the Olympics, and I couldn't tell you how long.
We're googling it up right now.
They have to have the big old like post throw that you do in those Scottish games, where you just basically throw a whole tree.
What?
Have you not seen those?
No, I haven't.
It's like
explain it to me.
No, like they literally like they're telephone poles. Like they're that big.
What?
And they just chunk them.
Yep.
All right, that's another Google search. Oh yeah, they still have the hammer throw. Good Lord. This dude just tossed this thing almost 80 yards.
Oh yeah, those guys are monsters.
How do these guys not get dizzy? Like, this guy spins like... This guy just spins like 5 times.
I guess if you do it enough, you just kind of get used to it.
I guess, but man, this is intense, dude. I want to do this. Conan, let's go do hammer throws. But let's do it with
sousaphones.
Yes, no. Let's do it with old mellophones.
Done.
Ghost, you know your knees can't handle that.
All right, can any of our knees handle that?
My knees are perfectly fine. It's my ankle that's the issue.
Okay, so all Man, I'm so tired. I want to go to bed. I'm at the point where I'm like getting enjoyment on looking up stupid stuff on the internet. And I just, because I just want to keep watching this stupid hammer throw stuff because it looks so interesting.
Well,
should we get into fails so we can?
All right, so let's
finish this fast. Make it a short podcast.
All right, so let's go ahead and jump into our fails of the week. Fear Mage, what is your fail of the week?
So I unfortunately lost my dog Thursday night. It was really sad. We couldn't find him. We even posted stuff on Facebook.
I saw that.
Then I'll finish that story on my Wednesday.
We'll wait with bated breath.
Oh, okay. I guess we'll go to me since Conan kind of has a serious one.
Yeah.
But I kind of have a serious one too, though.
Just say it.
Conan, go. I want to hear yours.
Okay, so this morning I woke up. Okay, yesterday, was the last day before spring break. So after school, me and my wife went to dinner. We went and got some Mexican food and had a margarita. Came home, blah blah blah. Went to bed. I woke up about 2:30. Just was like, oh, Mexican food. There it is. Had to go to the bathroom. Got up and just was not sitting right. Ended up having to get rid of it. I was like, okay, but I mean, you guys have known me. That's not super uncommon for me.
Yeah, that's the norm.
No, I mean, it's happened to me before too.
Because then I'll just I'll sleep on my stomach. Yeah, I'll sleep on my stomach, and then everything will rearrange bad. But didn't really think anything of it, so I took some Tums and I drank a glass of water, propped myself up in bed, went back to sleep. About 2 hours later, I woke up and my chest feels like Ghost has been sitting on it for 3 hours.
Oh, dude, I've been there before.
No.
Not sitting on it, but I've had that feeling before.
And short of breath and was I could barely talk to my wife and went and threw up again and it was rough. So we ended up going to the emergency room in Amarillo just to kind of get everything checked out. What the weird thing was, whenever we decided to go, we were like, okay, let's just get up and take a shower or something real quick before we go. And the hot shower helped everything. Yeah. And I felt better after the shower.
Yeah.
But then we're like, well, let's still go check it out because that's never happened before. And so we went and got some blood work done and stuff, and they ruled out anything super serious. They're just it probably wouldn't hurt. So it wasn't a heart attack? No, they're just it wouldn't. Burn. Yeah, they were it wouldn't hurt if you lost some weight and kind of standard stuff like that. But it
was heartburn, right?
They really didn't say it was this or that. They were those two things, really bad heartburn and a really mild heart attack can feel very, very similar and are hard to distinguish between. But I've had heartburn before, and that was not heartburn. But
I mean, what you're describing is I have that sometimes, and where I can't go to sleep. So what I do is I take 4 Tums and a what's it called? Zantac. No, not Zantac, the heartburn medicine. Not
whatever. We know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and then that usually calms me down in about 30 minutes. Because once I do that, then I go take an ice cold shower, and then I'm good to go.
But in reality, Gus should be going to the hospital because it's 5 mini heart attacks happening.
All right, I've gone to the hospital 2 times for this before.
I'm just joking.
And both times they was just hey, it's just heartburn. What is wrong with you?
What's wrong with me is my heart feels like I'm dying.
Yeah.
The first, okay. No, I'm not going to say it on the podcast because it's not appropriate. Okay, so are you okay now, though? Jones?
It started to flare up again before we started.
Yeah.
But I was just like, it's not worth my blood pressure.
You just need to do you have Tums?
Yes.
Okay, take 4 of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to.
I just take 4 of them, and then you'll be okay. Did you pass along my message to
my wife had to message it to her. She was already gone by the time we were talking about it and never came back.
Because nobody slid into my DMs today. I guess my message fell on baited ears.
I'm sorry.
Oh, poor
Feels bad, man.
Dating in the 21st century is hard.
You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. Michael Scott.
There you go.
Well, I also miss 100% of the shots I do take, so I guess I'm just a loser.
I'm batting up for 1,000 right now. I got you.
Oh, excuse me. All right, Ghost, what's yours?
All right, so my fail of the week, man. So we had a contest on Tuesday, and it went really well for the most part. I thought we sounded good on stage. I thought we should have got straight 2s on stage because we had some issues. But we got a 1, 2, and a 3 on stage, which one I didn't even think was possible to get. I thought if you got a 1, then it was just 2, 2 right after it or something like that. Granted, this was my first contest, so I wasn't really sure what was going on.
Yeah.
But so I texted everybody that I knew about, who would know about this judge, and everybody texted me back just yeah, dude, you got one of the roughest judges ever. He's really strict, and he judges people off of how college level people should play a piece, and not how high schoolers and middle schoolers should. I was like, okay, cool. So my first contest got literally the worst judge in Oklahoma, pretty much. And I was upset about it. I left a pretty not a mean message, but a pretty lengthy message on my report sheet, whatever, back, judging the judges about what happened, and I haven't heard anything back from it. I don't expect anything to come back from it or change from my scores. But man, I just really hope that this dude doesn't get to judge again.
I mean, you got 2 on stage isn't bad.
I mean, but we didn't. So we got a 1, 2, and 3, but we didn't get the. I guess since we got that 3, we don't get to have a plaque or whatever.
You don't even get an excellent plaque?
I guess they didn't give it to us.
I think those come in the mail, I think.
Oh.
I think. Don't quote me on that, but...
Because we got a 2 in sight reading as well.
Yeah.
So should we still get...
Yeah, because because that happens. It's they call it a rainbow or something like that?
Yeah.
It's something stupid.
What's a rainbow?
A 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Yeah, but overall that gives you an excellent rating, which is a 2.
So we should get a plaque on stage.
You should get one for on stage. I don't think you get one for sight reading.
No, you get one for sight reading too, because it's on my little board of plaques up there. It's superior rating on stage, excellent rating in sight reading.
Is it a wooden
plaque?
It's
a plaque.
Or is it just a little piece of paper in a frame?
The paper plaque.
Okay.
In a frame.
Yeah, you probably should have got the paper one while you were there.
No, I didn't.
Maybe they will email it to you, or not
email it to you. Should I say something about it?
I would give it some time and see if it comes in the mail, and if not, then yeah, I would call the guy.
Call who?
The guy who was in charge of your contest at the school that you were at.
Okay.
I don't want to say where it was or who it is, but...
Okay. All right. So but anyways, yeah, this dude just really made me upset. And I didn't even I listened to his recording thing back, and literally was 9 minutes of him just like hate speech, what it felt like. Because he didn't really give any sort of like positive criticism. Like my judge that gave us 2s on stage was really like beneficial. Like he was hard on us, but he gave us like, oh, you need to fix this. This is how I would do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like when judges are like that, where they're critical, but like the criticism is warranted and they tell you what to fix.
This guy was just like, oh, that's wrong. Oh, that's wrong. Oh, that needs to get fixed. Oh, this is wrong. Go earth yourself. This is wrong. Just like, I'm like, okay, what do I need to fix though? You're just saying things are wrong without saying it. And then the thing that made me the most upset at the end of it, he was just like, I really did not like your piece selections because it needed to be more dominant for your brass. And I'm just like, my low brass is my like weakest section. So that's why I featured my clarinets and trumpets more. And he penalized me for that, for not picking music that was more critical for the trombones and tuba.
Yeah, it's like you're penalizing me for what you wanted to hear and not what I gave you.
Yes, exactly. Is exactly what happened. Because the person that gave me a 1, he commended me on my music selection, that it was good for the size of my band and the instrumentation that we have. That yes, I need to work on the low brass, but that it was still a good selection overall.
And that director probably actually like knows the situation with where you are. The one who didn't probably has no idea.
I don't want to get judged off of that.
No.
You know what I mean?
No,
I want to get judged off of what's on stage.
Correct. And then I don't know. Yeah, no, I got you though. Like,
yeah, there is a weird like politics thing that goes on with like OSSAA and everything else. It's really dumb. Like I didn't believe it till like.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
In that world, and then, yeah, like
this is ridiculous, man.
Yeah, more people I know enter that world, the more I hear about it. I'm just like, really? They're gonna hold you because of something that you said like 4 years ago?
See, the other thing is like I know that you, from personal experience, people that go to OCU are like super biased towards people that haven't gone to OCU or UCO, excuse me. The one in Edmond. So, because the people that I student taught under were super biased about like pretty much thinking I was a hillbilly, not knowing anything.
Yeah.
They treated me as such because I went to the college I did and not UCO, which is it just me or is UCO not actually a good music school?
Not really a conversation for.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because
I have a bunch of friends that get.
I don't really know enough about it to have a like we were rivals whenever we were in school. Because I mean we had the song.
You know what I just realized?
Huh?
Maybe that's why they didn't like me.
Oh, because school rivalry.
Yes, maybe that's why they didn't like me.
That's fair.
Why did it take me almost a whole year to realize that?
You're welcome.
That was a fun song to play, though.
I don't remember.
Podcast Revelations.
Blowing the mind of Ghostland's finest. Did you ever play the song with us, Conan?
We played it once or twice, but I remember Miller.
And then we got in trouble.
Yeah, Miller didn't like it, so we didn't play it a whole lot. I couldn't even remember how it goes.
Can't either. But that was funny. Anyways. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into topic 1. Topic 1 is something that I'm kind of dealing with last week because this kind of goes off of our, I guess now our 4-part epic of ineligibility list. And, what's a proper makeup assignment when someone misses a performance due to ineligibility? Or do you just give them a flat out 0?
If they miss for eligibility purposes, I was not able to hold that against them at my old school. And then I just kind of carried that mentality over here.
Okay.
Since I wasn't able to hold it against them, I was not allowed to give them an extra assignment.
What did you do?
They just kind of got a free pass.
What?
Yeah. Which is
a free pass. Wow, your school sucked.
You're not wrong. So
your director there that listens to our podcast, God bless you for staying there.
And I don't know if that's still the case, but I vividly remember that conversation. So,
man, I would be like upset.
Yeah.
Like my principal has told me pretty much everything I do has been fine. Like I've given kids that have to be on a super planned out IED list, like an IED plan, 0s because he just sits there and won't do anything.
Yeah.
And he told me it was perfectly fine. And he was like, if he keeps it up, give him Saturday school. And that's what I'm probably doing this week.
Yeah. And that's the weird thing is like you have to have the administration to back you up on decisions like that.
Right.
To be able for it to have any sort of weight.
So what I did for my 3 kids that missed this week for the paper or whatever, because that concert was a 400-point concert.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was a 400-point assignment.
A huge part of your grade.
Yes,
because that's what we've been working on since Christmas.
Yes. So so basically my grades for the week is I give 3 grades a week. 1 on Tuesday, 1 on Thursday, and 1 on just overall on Friday. But sometimes I'd throw in like 200-point ones, say if I have someone come and guest conduct our band or clinic us. Like that time where Conan Jones came, or the people from Cameron University came. 200-point assignment that one of my players got a 0 on because he didn't bring his instrument.
Yeah.
And this is the same
what a
kid
dark
too,
fish.
by the way. This is the same kid, by the way, that got a 0 with this 400-point assignment. Anyways, so what I did to give them a chance to make it up, because they said like I have to give kids a chance to make it up, was I told the 3 people they have to write me a 2-page paper, single space. So basically a 4-page paper, 100 points a page. Telling me why their instrument is important for our band. Is that fair? Or is it not fair?
Your assignment is fair. Your topic might be a little narrow for your age group.
So what should I have done then?
Crap. Personally, I would have just done some sort of just generic, like, hey, pick a performer or music person. And
yeah, but see, I felt like that would be too easy.
Yeah, and that's totally fair too. Like, I don't think it's too difficult. I think I think you're asking a lot for the script you're giving them. You know what I mean?
Is an 8th grader, a 9th grader, and a 10th grader? Is that like? I don't know. I did it so it wouldn't. Because I'll be honest, I was thinking of it on the fly.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's actually really good. I'll go with that.
Yeah.
And then I guess they took it as punishment which I'll be honest, it kind of is.
Yeah.
Because they should have not be on the ineligibility list in the first place. They're band kids. Like
figure it out, dude.
Like my horn player was on the ineligibility list for 3 classes. So, but by that Monday before contest, he was only on there for 1 class. So, I'm a little bit more lenient with him because he put the effort into it.
Yeah,
to actually try.
Exactly.
But the other one, can I get into actual grades on here without naming names?
I feel like as long as you're not naming names, you're all right.
Kid has a 19 in ag.
Ouch.
I don't even know how that's possible to have a 19 in ag. Because it's like, you go there and you take notes about farming or taking care of animals or something. I don't know. I'm not an ag teacher. But regardless, having a 19 in any class is not acceptable.
Yeah.
Yeah. When someone has that low of a grade, it might warrant kind of a visit with that teacher and see what's going on a little bit.
I feel like I kind of don't want this kid in band anymore because of his behavior issues in band, and 2, because of how bad his grades are. Did I make that call?
I would have that conversation before, or with your admin before you got too dead set on that. I
feel like a lot of stuff that you can do before you get to there. Behavior issues, that happens. But I don't think you can just really get rid of the kid for grades. But I understand your frustration too. I don't really have a good opinion on this, honestly. So I'm just gonna leave it alone.
Okay, so what's a good assignment besides having them write a paper?
Have them do a service project. Hey, you get to clean something in the band room. I don't know. You have to polish all the instruments, or I don't know, something like that, possibly.
Can I have them? So I've pulled out a lot of music this year.
Yeah.
And I just kind of put it back together. I didn't really put it up in concert order or
score order.
Score order.
So
it's it's 15 pieces.
Oh, absolutely.
In score orders. Should I just give 5 of them each to them?
Oh yeah.
And just be put this in score order.
Absolutely.
What's score order, Mr. Ghost? It's on the back. Look at it. Flutes are first.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as you write out hey, flutes are first, oboe is second, clarinet's third.
No. It's on the back of every page of everything what score order is. They shouldn't have an issue with it.
On the the back of the
box for the music. Oh. It has score order on the back.
Oh, on the bag it goes in?
No, the box it goes. Each one of my music pieces has a box it goes in.
Okay.
J.W. Pepper.
Okay, I got you. And it's just follow the box. Okay, yeah, I got you. Yeah.
But would that be a good one?
That would be definitely a good thing for them to do.
Okay. I don't really have anything for them to polish.
Have you already assigned the other thing?
What's the other thing?
The writing assignment?
Yes, I assigned that last Monday, and none of them turned it in. So I put 3 zeros in there, and it dropped them all a letter grade.
From an A to a B?
It dropped my horn. Well, I guess it dropped a grade and a half because it dropped one of them that was at a 91. It dropped them to a C.
I feel like something like that. Well, again, they were gone for eligibility. I would definitely say you don't even have a choice now. This is what you're doing.
Right.
Yeah, I would definitely do something like that.
Okay.
I do not want to do that. Stop.
Well, okay. So give me one more thing I should do.
With your room in particular, to like rearrange the percussion room or like clean up a particular area, or even like create a poster on the wall for like pass offs or something like that.
I like that idea.
Because that's I've got some stuff I'm trying to get done for next year already in that vein of stuff.
What are we sitting at time-wise?
30. We're about 40 minutes.
Okay. All right, so I got some good things to do. Hopefully they get it done by spring break. Man, I just got to make it to Thursday.
Are you out on Friday?
Yes.
Oh yeah, because of the student-teacher conference stuff. Okay.
Yeah, parent-teacher conference.
Yeah.
Just got to make it to Thursday. Thursday at 9:00.
Yeah, after watching Netflix for a couple hours.
Yep.
All right, topic 2.
All right, so let's sandbag on the Anthem some more.
Okay.
So for the past 3 weeks, I've been arguing with my clan and Destiny about Anthem being just a bug-ridden nightmare. Think of anything you could think that could go wrong with Anthem has pretty much. It's been reported but not actually confirmed to brick PlayStations.
Good start.
It's been confirmed to have to do hard shutdowns where you have to pull out the plug cord on it because of Anthem. And I can vouch for that because I had to do it myself twice.
Jesus. What happened?
It just shuts down, it gets a blue screen, and it's Anthem is causing this issue. And it sits in that blue screen for 15 minutes, and I just get furious with every 15 minutes that passes by. Or every minute that passes by. And then I go pull the cord, and it's oh, you unplugged your PlayStation while it was powered up. We have to go through this 20-minute boot up phase. I'm thank you, Anthem. You are a great game.
Thanks for ruining everything.
So then, they put up this today. They put up a fix to the problem, which I haven't actually logged on yet to confirm if it did, because I've been busy all day. But they also the thing that's the issues now is last night they put in a hot fix or something to fix the loot drops, because the loot drops have just been horrendous in once you get level 30, and it fixed it.
That it doesn't drop good loot after that level, or what do you mean?
No, it dropped. No, it doesn't drop good loot at all. It's just all it's dumb.
Yeah. Okay.
And it just, I don't know why. It's bugged. But then last night I was doing some things because I wanted to play a mission just to do it. Got 2 masterworks and a legendary. Boom, boom, boom. It's oh, this is cool. All right, I'm getting loot for once. And then apparently this morning they just reverted it right back to where everything is just crap loot again. And the Anthem subreddit has just been a fire.
Yeah. Because it's bad when I've heard about it, and after having just played the demo for the 3 hours whatever I played it for,
right?
So it's I don't even know what to say about it, because if it's that much of a dumpster fire.
The thing is, Anthem is really fun to play. It's really fun when it works. I said it last week. it's a tale of two games. When it works and you can play with a group of friends, it's so much fun to just go there and go destroy mobs, get these big combos going up, and just wrecking people's face. But then most of the time the game doesn't work. You get bad loot drops. You get buggy interactions. You get PlayStations that have to be hard reset. Yeah. And then going through a 20-minute boot up phase. I know EA pushed this game out because they wanted to make money. But BioWare had this in development for 6 years. Not just like it was announced like how Kingdom Hearts was like, look, we've been waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3 for 16 odd years, but it's only been in development for like 3 or 4. No, this was in development for 6 years. And it came out just being a nightmare. At what point are we going to stop white knighting BioWare and admit that they have serious development issues?
I don't know, like, when that started. Because Mass Effect were so good games, such good games.
Mass Effect 1 and 2 was good games.
Mass Effect 3, like, all right, I'm not talking about like the ending story, because the ending story part was weird at best, terrible at worst. Like, depending on how you look at it, like even the person with like, it's just like that doesn't make any sense, even when you look at it objectively. But the gameplay for Mass Effect 3 was really fun. And Andromeda had issues, like a lot of issues. I think that people kind of blew it out of proportion a little bit because, I mean, my personal experience on Andromeda, like, I didn't have any of the glitches that people were showing on it. And I thought the gameplay was fun. There were certain parts of it, like, I don't know why they decided to bring back the Land Rover on Andromeda, because it was just like, no one liked that on Mass Effect 1. I don't know.
Those
like,
what
would you bring back the worst thing about Mass Effect? But I for the most part, I actually liked Andromeda, except for like a few cheesy dialogue stuff and some weird facial animations. Most of the game was pretty all right. So, like, something happened between like Andromeda and Anthem where it's like, we're falling apart as a company.
Now you just have to find what it was that made that happen.
And I have no idea. Because, like, I mean, the only thing I've heard about Anthem is that it runs really poorly on the PS4. Like Gus was saying, like, it bricks him. And that, like, load times are miserable, which nowadays, why are load times even a thing anymore?
Because there's so much data on a game. That's why there's load times. Because one, a solid state drive and a HDD, or what is it? Solid state drive and then a
hard drive.
Hard drive. If you have a two completely different things. PlayStation 4 has a really bad hard drive on it, but if you put your own solid state drive in there or like an external one, it makes games run a lot better. And you can do that without breaking the warranty or whatever on the PlayStation. Because I think Sony knew, it was like, hey, we're just putting in here like potato chips. You can go get tater tots if you want, but there's these soggy potato chips that you can have with.
I feel like
have you guys ever actually?
I know, but
that's another conversation, I guess.
Age?
Yeah, sorry.
Right. No, I was just wondering, have you guys ever actually modded any of your consoles?
I modded my PlayStation 3. And I modded my PSP after, like, it was do you mean mod or jailbroke?
No, I mean, like, actually add stuff to it and change it up. I guess jailbreaking is a form of modification.
I took apart my PlayStation 3 to make it and had better cooling for it. I played it all the time.
Yeah. I didn't realize modding consoles was such a big thing. Like, apparently, like, there's like a whole community about it, but
I mean, if you know how to do
people
it,
who make consoles do not like them because they're like, no, don't mess with our console.
right? I mean, the PS4's design is really good. I'll be honest. The only thing I could think of would be better if it had better cooling vents on it, but that's just me.
I mean, I think the Xbox has the same issue. I think it runs a little hot.
Yeah. Like the PlayStation 1 runs hot because their cooling fan is on the very bottom of where you're supposed to set the PlayStation, like on your table or whatever. It's on the very bottom there. So it doesn't really get any sort of like airflow. And like I have mine on top of bottle caps just so it gets a little bit of air underneath it, and then I also have another fan blowing onto it just to where it gets more cooling into it.
Can confirm.
I mean, it's kind of old. You know, I've had that PlayStation since 2013. Let me double check. When did Destiny come out on PS4? Not Destiny 2. Okay, so I've had that PlayStation for 5 years. So it's kind of old for a console. But it's not broke. So, you know, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, it's that weird.
Try to fix it.
Yeah.
You know.
I remember I took apart a 360 controller and painted it and stuff.
Yeah.
But that was the most I ever did, and I kind of regretted doing it because I just did normal spray paint and painted all the buttons and stuff, which it turned out looking really cool, but whenever you try to play on it, like the paint
all sticky.
Yeah, it would be all sticky on your hands, and your hands would be like red from the paint. And
oh yeah. No!
So that controller kind of turned into you're going to be used to control Netflix, and that's about it. Controller.
It's one of those like you hang it up. It's a display controller.
Yeah, pretty much.
I guess I'm just a little bit of a coward. Like, I'm afraid to, like, accidentally break my stuff. So I never touch it.
I've been taking apart my consoles since my first PlayStation. Like, the PlayStation 1. I'd get my dad's tools, and I would just look at it and be like, oh, this stuff's cool. And I would take it out. Like, I would take it out to the motherboard. And I'm just like, oh, what's this do? This is cool. And then put it back together.
Yeah, I just know that myself, like if I took it apart and accidentally broke something, I would feel awful.
That was my thing, is my dad would always tell me if I broke it, he wasn't gonna buy me. So I always made sure, like, when my curiosity would get the best of me, I would take it apart and fix what I could. Like, it was mainly like I would take apart my PlayStation 1 or my PlayStation 2 and my original Xbox. You ever look inside of an original Xbox?
Can't say that I have.
It's basically like a computer, like from that would like run Windows 2000 on it.
Yeah.
Well, that's why those PlayStations or those Xboxes were like heavy.
Because of all the stuff inside of them.
Like they were like they were like compact computers for like 2001. Let me see. Original.
It'd have been like 2004 or 5.
November 15th, 2001.
Really?
Yes.
Holy cow.
Yeah, that stuff came out a long time ago.
Conan Jones doubting my ability to Google.
Well, it's kind of hard to think that, like, 2 years after the 90s, we get the Xbox, like the original Xbox, which is just like a revolutionary thing in console gaming.
Yeah. Inside of an original Xbox. Yeah, dude, it looks like a computer like from back then. Just because of how much stuff it had in it. Like it had its own like graphics card in it. Like from the era. You remember the original Xbox like controller? That big old like frisbee you had to have?
With like, it had the black and white button too that were like super awkward spacing and...
Yeah, they were like super like out of the way to use.
Because that was like your sticky grenade was on like the black button or something like that for Halo.
Yeah, because Halo was out and everything. Man, I loved the Xbox. I never had one, but I would go to my friends' houses and we just play Halo. And oh my god,
dude, I miss Halo 2. The days of Halo 2, I've missed those days so much. Halo 2 was such a fun game to play.
Oh yeah. That's like iconic.
I am not I don't like Microsoft very much, but if they released a Halo game that was on par with Halo 2, oh dude, I would be all over that.
Yeah, agreed.
I miss good Halo games. Like Halo 3 was good. I'm not gonna lie, Halo 3 was good, but it wasn't as good as Halo 2.
Something about Halo 2 was just like iconic.
It was the first like real big multiplayer deal because nobody had a real successful multiplayer up until then.
Yeah, like
the
first Halo kind of had a good one, but no, Halo 2 just, you're right, exactly, set the groundwork for like multiplayer, especially with like shooters.
Yeah, because I remember calling that big Xbox around and doing like LAN parties and having like 30 foot Ethernet cords to plug everybody's in together and having to sync everything up. And
man, those are good times.
We did the same thing. Like
we did those at church, having LAN parties at church. Like they would just let us play Halo, this violent game where we're killing each other in church.
I remember
we do that like during the Super Bowl. Like we just bring a whole bunch of Xboxes, and
this was every Wednesday and Sunday night for us. Like we'd get there early to play Halo, and we'd stay late to play Halo.
I remember.
I guess the Lord works in mysterious ways because it made me a Christian because of it.
I remember we did that on a band trip. We were in Branson. And we had one of those hotel rooms that had the door that led to the next room. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the
little adjoining door.
The knock and scratch door.
Yeah. So we had ran the cable to the other room through there.
Wait, do you get that joke?
Say it one more time.
The knock and scratch joke.
I guess not.
Oh man, it was Bert Bresham. I'm the machine guy.
Oh, what the Russian drinking guy?
Yeah, he made a joke one time about how he was trying to make this kid laugh, or his kid attendant dude laugh, and the guy next door to his hotel like followed him all the way up there, but it was like one of those connected ones like you're talking about. He was like, "Dude, if you want to hang out, just knock and scratch on the door."
Right. Yeah, sorry, swing and a miss for me.
I have to see it. Like, I'm send me a link to like a YouTube video where he's telling that joke. I'll watch.
Keep on.
We're
talking about Halo.
Yeah. I made a BXR comment to somebody the other day, and they looked at me like, "What are you talking about?"
BXR.
Because there was that combo that you did with the assault rifle, and it was
because
it was B. Yeah, I don't know. It was something. It was like
it wasn't with the battle. It wasn't with the rifle.
It was a shotgun.
It was a shotgun.
Okay, because it was like a shoot, reload, melee combo that was just like instant kill.
Shotgun.
Okay,
it was a shotgun.
Yeah, I just remember doing that because you could do it with the assault rifle, but it had to be a headshot.
I miss Halo.
So, we're sitting at about an hour.
Because we're reminiscing about Halo.
Yes.
It's hard not to keep talking about that.
Yeah.
I know. All right. So what have you guys been playing this week? I am not afraid to admit it. I've been playing a bunch of Pokemon Go this week.
That's great.
All right. Are you enjoying your time?
Do you want to see what my walking is at with Pokemon Go for this week right now?
Like all your steps and stuff?
Yeah, you want to guess what it is?
I guess you probably did it while you were at contest.
I've done it every day.
You do it around your town?
Yeah. Like it counts for me like walking like from my classrooms, it counts for me like everything.
Are you at maybe I'm gonna say 12,000 a day?
No, think kilometers.
Oh.
Total for the week.
Total for the week.
10. You drive most of the places.
I don't know the conversion in my head. Just tell me.
I'm at 37.1 kilometers walked this week.
So what is that in American, Mr.
I think
it's about 16 miles.
No, it's not 16 miles. It's more than that.
All right, come on, Mr. Google. While you're Googling.
It's
20 miles?
22 miles in
So is that just in Pokemon Go, or is that?
Yeah.
All right.
It counts like my steps and everything.
Even if you're not actually playing it?
No, yeah, exactly.
That's cool.
Like it counts my actual steps now.
I bet that kills your battery though.
Not too bad.
I haven't really got to play a whole lot this week because we had contest on Tuesday also. Then I was gone until like 10 o'clock on Wednesday, taking the theater apartment to contest in the bus. And then Thursday was, I don't remember what happened Thursday. And then Friday was yesterday and we went and ate dinner. So I haven't really got to play a whole lot at all this week. But I've still been working on Conan Land. I'm getting a little farther with it. I got another episode coming out tomorrow, so.
Conan Land. Did you give me credit for the name of it?
I need to put it in there. I did put in a link to the podcast at the end.
Hey.
So. Is this the episode that I'm on?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Is this what?
Mage asked to do a guest voiceover with it. So he came in and we kind of recorded a voiceover real fast of the time-lapse stuff.
Oh, that's cool. Glad I was invited to the party, guys.
After you make fun of me for playing it, so...
I don't even make fun of you for playing it. I've watched every one of your videos for it, and I've given you positive criticism about it.
What a supportive friend.
I even named your place for you.
This is true. Every time I bring it up on here, you're like, oh, and Conan has been playing his Roller Coaster Tycoon thing again.
Just because I can't remember the name of it doesn't mean I'm not supportive of it.
Well, it always...
I kind of think it's a neat game.
It's just not a game for me.
And that's fine, because it is one of those deals that it's like you really have to be into like the micromanaging of all of the details and stuff.
Right.
Which...
It's kind of like where I like StarCraft 2 a lot, and you're not really into those kind of games.
Like I was,
but mages,
like the RTSs were real good, but I'm just kind of out of the RTS phase.
I wish I could do like a city builder, but like where you could build armies and have them attack stuff, but without it being like a crappy phone game. You know?
You mean like Clash of Clans?
Yeah, but like something where I don't have to wait 30 minutes in order to build one building, or like an actual city builder, like Sim City or something. But like with the added feature of like the Clash of Clans thing.
think you're asking for too much, bud.
They have to do at least one of those two things right individually before they put them together.
All right. Well, we should probably be good to go for this, yeah?
Oh, yeah, we're sitting over an hour now.
All right. Well, thank you guys very much for listening. You want to follow us on our social media, which is on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, iTunes, and Spotify at lowscalegaming. If you have a question or a subject you want us to talk about on our next podcast, leave us a tweet or an email at lowscalegaming@gmail.com. But thank you guys.
We never did wins of the week.
All right, so let's go ahead and jump into our wins of the week. Jones, what is your win of the week? And you better keep it in there just like this.
Okay, I won't edit it then. My win this week is actually something I'm really excited about. My principal got some kids moved out of my junior high class, and they're all of my turds who aren't going to be band kids and never will be band kids. So today, or this week, was the first full week of the turds being gone, and we've actually been able to have legitimate rehearsal and like learn stuff and do band, and it's awesome. And I don't like loathe going to school in the morning because I have to look like I have to end the day with that horrible class. Like, I've actually had a much better demeanor about school and work this past week.
Hey, that's good.
It's nice when things work out.
Oh, like the other teachers are mad at me because all of the turds are sloughed off on them, but I didn't ask for them to go somewhere else. I just asked for them to not be with me. So, whatever.
It's just like, just leave. I don't care where you go.
Just don't be here. So, all right. Who's next?
Mage, what is your win of the week?
So, I told you guys that I lost my dog, and it was really sad.
That was an hour and a half ago.
Yeah, I legit thought he was dead. Like, I was depressed. Like, I was depressed because I thought he had gotten to, because I live next to some farming land where they have cow pastures. And I had thought that he had gotten into one of those lands and like a farmer saw him and shot him or something.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was legit depressed all day. And I didn't get to go home because I had to do that late night. I do a late night transport for my job. And so while I'm doing that transport, I get a text from my brother. It's like, we found him. And I was like, really? So we found our dog. He was locked in my sister's old room.
What?
I have no idea how he got in there because we keep that door shut. Like, we just keep it shut because she's not there. We don't want any of the animals getting in and, like, messing something up or anything like that. And he never made a noise, and he was in there for 24 hours. So
Holy
we got
cow.
the dog out, fed him, and watered him. We're like, why did you not make any sound or like
he's
whine
just chilling,
or anything?
He's looking at you. He's like, Mage, I just need a break from y'all sometimes. Y'all are crazy. Can't deal with y'all.
No, like after work today, I was sitting on the couch, and he just got up on the couch and like laid on my lap and slept on me, and I was like, "Oh, I missed you, doggy." Because I was legit upset, and now I'm super happy that he's okay.
Well, that's good. I'm glad your doggy's back. All right. So my win of the week is, I'm probably not going to say that one because I probably shouldn't say that one. But after contest, I was just like, you know what? Since we're not going to state, so I want to go to this other music festival, the Heartland Music Festival. And I was just like, you know, I think I could swing this enough for my administration to be on board with this. And it was like, hey, taking these kids to another music festival, it's going to be like a fun, rewarding trip at the end of it because we're going to Frontier City and everything. So it'll be a good time, whatever. I was figuring I was going to have to sell this to them because it was like I was asking for $800 out of the general funds, and because I don't have any money in my bank account or in my band account.
Yeah.
So I figured I was just gonna have to go in and like sell it to them, print it off a whole and everything for it. I was like, hey, this is what we're doing. This is the history of Heartland Music Festival. Blah blah blah. This is a good thing for our kids to get them more experience on being judged and being just getting out there to like have a good time and stuff. So I go in the next day and I talk to my superintendent because that's who I pay my rent to also. I was like, hey, did you take a look at my papers from yesterday? He's like, yeah, I saw some things that like taking kids on a trip, whatever. I signed off on it. You're good to go. Didn't even. I was like, wait, do you know how much it was for? It's like, yeah, it was like a little bit over $800, right? He just signed off on it. He was like, yeah, you're cool to go. Whatever. He was just like, we don't have a whole bunch of money, but if you're taking kids someplace and you're doing right by these kids, then yeah, you go wherever you want with it. It's not a big deal. You need anything, you just ask. I was like, all right, cool deal, guy. Cool deal. So yeah, we're going to this on April 20th. Not even thinking about it. I told my kids, I was like, yeah, we're going on this band trip on April 20th. Literally, all my seniors was like, hey, 420. I was like, I made a great mistake.
But since they'll be with you, they won't be tempted to celebrate Satan's holiday.
Satan's holiday. Isn't Satan's holiday? Yeah, my computer's like fried. Good job, computer.
All right, so we need to wrap it up.
All right. Yeah. I'm not going to do the intro again, or the outro again. But thank you guys again for listening. And remember, have a great day and have a better tomorrow.